Hey guys, Brad Gilmore here. Want to give a big shout out to our title sponsor, Walker Texas Lawyer. If you or a loved one have been injured in an accident, whether that be a car, truck, motorcycle accident, or some kind of other issue, hit up Walker Texas Lawyer at 713-552-1117 or walkertexaslawyer.com.
Oh, Brad, what have you done now?
Broadcasting live from Houston, Texas, and around the world. TV host, best-selling author, and radio personality Brad Gilmore brings you a collection of conversations with stars from movies.
Matthew McConaughey.
Brad Gilmore.
Mark Wahlberg.
Hey, how are you?
The legendary Mr. Christopher Lloyd. Christopher, how are we doing?
I'm doing good. Great introduction.
Jessica Alba and Lizzie Mathis. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Kevin Costner joins us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Television.
Jimmy Fallon joins us this morning. Jimmy, how you doing, my friend?
Good morning. Thank you so much, Brad, for having me. I appreciate this, bud.
Kelly Ripa.
Brad, thank you for having me.
Comedy.
Jay Leno joins us. Jay, how you doing?
Hey, Brad, what's going on?
Chris Tucker is in the building. Chris Tucker, good morning to you.
Hey, Brad, and good morning to you. How are you?
George Lopez joins us right now. George, how are you doing, sir?
Good morning.
Music.
Lola Monroe.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
The legendary frontman of AC/DC, Brian Johnson, joins us right now. Brian, how you doing?
Good morning, Brad. What lovely to talk. You me funny lad.
Megan Trainor.
Thank you so much, Brad. You're awesome.
Chloe Bailey joins us. I appreciate the time.
Appreciate you.
And more. This is The Collection. Now your host, The Boat.
Brad Gilmore! Houston, Mr. George, it's phenomenal to get to speak to you. Congratulations on the show. I truly loved it.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks. You've got the jump on me.
I've only.
I said you've got the jump on me. I've only watched 2 episodes, so yeah.
Well, I can assure you they're all good. You'll enjoy them all. But what stood out to me about this show, not only is it really funny, and the story obviously is with the criminal underworld and seeing kind of what all that's like is fascinating, but I've never seen a show like this with the depiction of all the cast of characters, the family dynamics, and the story that was there on the page and then onto the screen. I can assume that was kind of a draw for you about it. Is this such a unique vision?
Absolutely. It was just, like nothing I've ever read before. Yeah.
Yeah, and what about it though stood off the page? Was it, when you say you've never read anything about it, what specifically stood out to you?
Well, first of all, it's just funny on the page. I mean, you don't have to do too much to make it funny. Abdullah's an amazing writer, and he knows his stuff. And to play a villain is just, he's not, he's a complicated, pathetic villain, but he's a villain.
Well, they always say those are the roles that are a little bit sweeter, right? When you can kind of color outside the lines.
Yeah, absolutely. To get to play. First of all, you're making a little film every week, so you get, and because it's film, you get multiple takes, and you can say, hey, let me try it a different way, let me see if this color works. And so you really get to a chance to explore where you show or hide the vulnerabilities of the character, what are the tells of. It just makes it more interesting, more fun to play, and ultimately hopefully the character is just more compelling for the viewer.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And you see the small little ticks in the tones that you said, the colors were the words you used, the colors that come throughout the season, through your character. But, for me, so much about comedy is chemistry. And the cast has to really have that shorthand with each other and that trust in one another that these jokes are going to land. We're going to do this the right way. The timing has to be well. Was there a lot of kind of getting to know one another previously to shooting or through calls and things of that nature to try to learn each other's ticks or tells, or is that something you discover on set?
It was instantaneous. Yeah, I think, and here you got to give a nod. Pardon me. You got to give a nod to casting, because they put together a group, and there was no let's get together, let's have a kumbaya moment, let's get to feel each other out. No, it was instantaneous. I liken it to when you do theater, you're thrown together, find ways to make that chemistry work because that's your family. And not that we had to find ways, but it was instantaneous. I mean, these are just charming, talented people. And, we'd never met each other before. I'd never met any one of them before. And they'd never met me. It's just luck of the draw and good casting.
And luck of the draw or great casting, as you said, because you would never know that, obviously from watching the show and seeing the season and just how all of you interact, the chemistry was just off the charts. And I guess going back to it, was there a feeling on set similar to that of a theater production? Is in theater, you have to all think singularly but act collectively, right? Mm-hmm. You all have your role that you need to play to make sure that we tell this vision. Are you saying it was a similar feeling on set that everyone really wanted this to be great because you believed in the material so much, so you all were thinking singularly but acting collectively?
Absolutely the case. But that's whatever you do. No matter what you do, we're all working actors. We've all been in dud shows. We've been in great shows. You don't go into a dud show thinking it's a dud show. I'm not gonna show up. You do your best, and you try and get some chemistry happening with everyone else, so that it's not as much a dud. But it's the luck of the draw. But this is because we're working from day one together, and everyone, had great characters to play, fabulous writing to work with, and every director that came on set was, I can't tell you, we lucked out, or I don't know who chose them, but man, we got some just great directors who weren't just saying, no, do this, do that, who just said, go on, play, let's see what we got. Yeah.
And as an actor, that's got to be a great thing, right?
Of course. Like, it's the first season. We don't know. Yeah. It's the first season. You don't know what you've got. So let's play and find out what we got, It's great.
Yeah, well, guess what? Y'all found out y'all got a great show. Season 1, season 2, season 20. I could watch this show forever. Brian, thank you so much for taking the time. Congratulations again. Just such an honor to talk to you.
Oh, thank you so much. Pleasure to be here.